Former St. Augustine mayor now loses his law license. We talked about this about a year ago. Maybe 6-8 months ago.
When he first got suspended.
Yeah. The Florida Supreme Court has now revoked the law license of former St. Augustine Mayor Joe Bowles. He will not be able to reapply to practice law in Florida for at least 5 years. Last year, Bowles' license was temporarily suspended following complaints from the Florida Bar Association. These complaints included 3 instances where Bowles named himself, and in one case his law partner and stepson, as representatives or successors to the estates or trusts of elderly and terminally ill individuals. This is just not good. Initially, Bowles received a 90-day suspension due to his long-standing service and clean disciplinary record over 38 years, practicing law a long time. However, further complaints surfaced, including an allegation that he sold a deceased person's home to his daughter for less than fair market value.
Oh, this makes me sick.
He was mayor of St. Augustine from 2006 to 2014. He was also chair of the St. Johns County Council on Aging.
Yeah, that's
which is the big conflict.
I think that's the one that really did him in.
Yeah, because that's just a huge pool of people that he had access to that were in these conditions that, could have helped him serve his own interests. After 5 years, Bowles may seek readmission to the bar. So, yeah, that's kind of the follow-up on what we've heard. A lot of people were saying last time we talked about this, at a 90-day suspension, that seems light. Mm-hmm. Seems like a slap on the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's just, the tip of the iceberg type situation, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Yeah, and he's, after 5 years, he's going to be definitely past retirement age, so I don't know if he'll ever come back.
Yeah, I would have to imagine not. I'm sure he's probably off living in somebody else's house somewhere, doing fine. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. I've spoken to Joe on numerous occasions. He's a
Me too.
Nice
he was my
dude.
friend.
Yeah.
That's why I'm speechless over here. Like, I don't know what to say. He was a Rotarian for years. I've broke bread in front of him. I've sat there. We've had conversations. He's looked me dead in the eye. I helped him with a campaign. Like, that's my friend. And I'm like, what the hell was going on? And why would you do such a thing like that? I'm sorry. That's my opinion. I think that's...
You're allowed to have your opinion.
I don't know how it got there. And Joe's a friend of mine, and just
all of us, I think.
It's sad. It just didn't see that coming. So
no, not at all. But there's consequences.
Yeah, it sucks. It totally sucks for our entire community, because that's somebody that we put trust in.
Involved. Yeah, it really does.
We believed in him. And that's, obviously if the verdict comes back with this, then it's obviously egregious that, this is a really bad thing that happened. Not just a 90-day suspension because you filed paperwork incorrectly. You know what I mean? Well, this is something major.
Well, the first 3 came out, and then evidently more came. Hearing the story, more came out from it. So, it's a sad situation.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And we expect, and I know there's all these lawyer jokes out there and stuff like that, but we expect lawyers to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Because we don't know any better. We don't know mans rea and all the the terminologies. I don't know.
We put our trust in these folks. Right. We walk into their office, and our goal is to have somebody competent that is representing us and looking out for our best interests, man. And when you break that trust, that's just
to a vulnerable population like that.
To the most vulnerable population, almost the most vulnerable population, really.
Truly.
Yeah.
And like being in front of the COA, like he is an option that people could go to. So that's obviously marketing himself in front of these people. And they all trusted him on that too. So that's, I'm sad. This is a sad, stinking story. I'm pissed now.
I'm just, I'm not saying this to be mean, but I'm glad Kathy Brown is not here to see this.
God, she'd be devastated.
Yeah.
Because I know how much trust she
100%,
put in, and what she put into the Council on Aging, and they did some great things together at Council on Aging. So I'm not going to take away everything, but it's just a sad day.
Yeah. I agree. So, due diligence with the lawyers. But, nobody really could have seen this coming.
Yeah.
It's hard to vet for something like this.
Well, they're so on top of the food chain. I mean,
there was nothing. I mean, even if they did their due diligence, like they said, there was 38 years of clean service.
Yeah.
You would have never found anything.
Right. Yeah. Life was before internet. So
you would have never found anything. So.
Yeah. And we don't know how long this was happening. I don't know if this was just a thing that happened within the last few years or what, but it is disappointing. It's just disappointing. All right, what's not